There's an old Turkish proverb that says, coffee should be black as hell, strong as death, and sweet as love. Hey, welcome to Big Lou Barbecue and other things I want to do. I'm Big Lou, and this is what I've got going on for you. I'm going to show you how I like to make Turkish coffee. I love Turkish coffee. I was first exposed to Turkish coffee in, of all places, Turkey. About 9 years ago, I went to Turkey and I had my first taste of Turkish coffee. And I really like Turkish coffee. And I like black coffee. They asked me how you like it. They said, how do you like it? And I said, black. And they said, black. And I said, yep, black. Don't put anything in it. And then they gave me the Turkish coffee. And I was like, woo! That's good stuff, man. But it was strong, yeah. We're going to sweeten ours today with a little bit of honey. Yeah, I'm putting some honey in it. Normally they use just sugar, just white sugar. You can use brown sugar. I often drink it black. And Turkish coffee is usually not my morning coffee. Turkish coffee is usually my evening coffee, after dinner coffee. I need to stay awake and watch this ball game coffee. It's my stay awake coffee in the evening most of the time. But it's morning, and I've already had two of these little pots of stovetop espresso. So I'm wired, and I want some more coffee. And instead of making some more of this, I'm gonna make some Turkish coffee. Now, I made Turkish coffee on my show about 6 years ago. That was sort of a disaster. I had some Turkish coffee, but that's about the only thing I had right. I didn't even have a Turkish coffee pot, so I used the smallest pot I had. And I didn't have any little Turkish coffee cups either, so I just used a regular cup. And I was chastised for it, and rightly so. They just beat me up all over the place with that, and that was a terrible video. I won't even show it to you, all right? So I went out after that, and I bought me some equipment at the World Market, because that's as close as I could get to Turkey at that time, because I wasn't going back to Turkey, right? And I should have bought one of these when I was in Turkey. So I went back and bought me a Turkish coffee pot, and I used this for a number of years. I really like it, but the handle gets kind of hot, all right? But I just bought this, just a cheap one from the World Market. But last year, I got a Dimex. You don't know what Dimex is? Dimex is kind of like what Bialetti is to these things. Dimex is the Turkish coffee pots, all right? Right there. And this is a nice one too. The benevolent subscriber sent it to me. I've used it for over a year or so now, and it's a little tarnished, but look at all that etching on there. This is a gorgeous little Turkish coffee pot. Dimex, and you know what? It says, where's it at? Made in Turkey. Can you see that? It says Turkey right there. All right, hammered. Got the scrolling, wooden handles, so I don't have to use a pot holder to hold it. Really like it. Look at that nickel plating on the inside there. Yeah, it's a little stained. You know why? Because I use it. And it comes with this little wooden spoon too. Yeah, and the wooden spoon's a little stained because I use it for Turkish coffee. So, all right. Hey, what's Turkish coffee? You can use any roasted coffee you want. Often it's Arabica, but you can use Robusta. And this is what I got here. Look, it's ground fine as flour. That's what makes Turkish coffee Turkish coffee. It's ground, extremely fine. He sent me some of this last year, and I've ordered some more. But that's some fine ground stuff right there. See, get them on fingers? That's fine. All right, yeah, I made a mess, but I'll sweep it up. I wanted to show you on camera without moving the camera, right? Anyway, let's get to some coffee. I got an induction stove, so I got one of these Bialetti adapter plates so that I can use my mocha pots and my Turkish coffee pot on my induction stove. Let's get started. All right, I filled it up with water. I fill it up to just below where those two rivets are. There's recipes for this, like you need to use this much water with this much coffee. Most of those recipes are in metric, but I think it's 6 ounces of coffee to 1 ounce of 1 ounce of coffee to 6 ounces of water or something like that. But I don't measure. I just make the coffee the way I like it. All right, so I'm gonna get this on and heat it up. I really should put this coffee in an airtight container. But what I'm gonna do, just reach in here and grab two of these spoonfuls right there. Yeah, two of these spoonfuls, and put them in there as this coffee heats. Heaping spoonfuls too. Just like that, all right? Yeah, that's why that's stained, because sometimes I spill coffee on it. Yep, get in there, just like that. Now, you can hear it, it's starting to heat. I'm gonna stir it around. It's not gonna mix well till the water actually starts getting kind of hot. Looks like mud, boy. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, yeah. Now, I will often drink this black, but it is really strong black. I also drink straight black espresso. If you don't like black espresso, you're not gonna like straight black Turkish coffee, okay? And you can use Turkish coffee in a lot of recipes that call for espresso. Like sometimes I'll use it in my espresso barbecue sauce instead of espresso. All right, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put honey in it. You can use white sugar. And yeah, I've got one of those fancy, get that wooden spoon out my way. Get out my way. Yeah, I've got one of those fancy wooden deals that's supposed to, get honey out, but where it is right now, I don't know. So I'm gonna put some honey in this, just lots of honey in it. And you can sweeten it with white sugar, brown sugar, Splenda, stevia, equal, or nothing at all. But it's strong when you don't sweeten it at all. All right. That'll do. And I'm just gonna start with that spoon right now. Get that honey off of there. Now I'm gonna get that coffee off of there. All right, you can start to hear it. Watch this foam on top. There we go. Now pull it off. Pull it off and let it chill for a minute. Not a minute, like 30 seconds, half a minute. I said a minute out of habit, We're just gonna let it stop. Let it calm down, boy. Calm down. All right, now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put that right here. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll do it like this. Now that it's calmed down, we'll set it on there, but I go ahead and get this foam off of there and put it into my cup, because you want that in your cup. All right, so just scoop the foam over there, stir it again, and we can bring it back to a second boil. There it goes. Let it calm down. Chill. Now you can do a third boil if you want. I don't usually do it. Usually I just leave it right here at this stage, but I'll go ahead and show you. A lot of people go ahead and bring it to a third boil. So put it on there, scoop the foam off, put it in my cup, like that. Or your somebody else's cup if you're serving, sharing. I ain't sharing this. This is all for me. There's the third boil. Pull it off. I'm gonna put it on one of these mats over here and let it cool off. I'm gonna pour it in the cup. All right, it's been sitting for about 30 to 60 seconds. You can let it sit for 60 seconds, however, you wanna make it, right? But you want those grounds to settle to the bottom, just like cowboy coffee, The biggest difference with this and cowboy coffee is that the grounds are really fine. But let them sort of settle to the bottom. Now I've got this cup right here. This is an espresso cup, not a Turkish coffee cup. I'll tell you more about that on the taste test. But you just want to go ahead and pour it on in there just like that. All right, and that's how I'm gonna drink it. That foam comes to the top, and I tell you what, that's gonna be some delicious Turkish coffee. All right, now I've got this espresso demi-tasse cup. And a traditional Turkish coffee cup is not much bigger than this, but it's more cylindrical shape with flat sides, okay? Like, just like a tube with a bottom on it, more like a mug shape than this that's more cup shape, all right? But this is what I got for the little demi-tasse cup. And, oh, yep. Black as hell, strong as death, sweet as love. I love sweetening it with honey. Thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue Turkish Coffee.